Welcome, guys. We finally got the orientation right after a couple times, right? Alright, I got some channeled messages. This reading isn't going to be super long, okay? Yeah. But we're going to cut to it, and it's not going to be so much as using the cards as it is an energy check-in, what's going on, the collective, sozons, and so forth. Okay. I hope everybody's doing well. If you are an empath, or you know anything about energy, okay, you're sensitive, all right. You have any of the clairs, all right. You consider yourself a light worker. Any of the anything, right? You're awake. You feel this Saturnian energy, okay? You feel it about to switch hands. Saturn is at 29 degrees today. You guys, I always hate going out in public in this fucking energy. I hate it. What you're feeling is the old system, okay, fighting the new one, okay? You are experiencing this timeline shift, however it is that you're able to perceive it, okay? You're also perceiving the split, the reality split, okay? The ones that want to stay stuck in the old system, okay? The ones that will inherit the dying, okay, earth, if you will, and the ones that will inherit the living earth, okay? The ascended, okay? Yeah. So, there's a few readings that will go with this as well. What you're feeling is the pushback, okay? These energies are making like a final ditch effort, okay, to keep you, right? It's very, it's a confrontational energy, okay? Right, because if you give your focus to such things, okay, instead of on your whatever it is that you are creating or manifesting in your reality, what you're essentially doing is lending your energy and your manifestation power to help co-create that world, okay, the one in which they want to stay the same. Yeah. So do be aware. Okay, stay woke. They be creeping, in other words. All right, so let's hop right on into it. Hi, Ah. Ah has so kindly put the members link. Okay. I didn't know it at the time when I made the $5 holler tier that all the older videos, right? And they're not older. It's about cycles, okay? And it's quantum would go to that. Okay, so I did switch a few of the newer ones, this last week's newer ones to bronze tier. Okay, all the silver stayed the same, all the gold stayed the same. Yeah, so yeah, anyway, so there's that. I will be getting an extended version on this reading on gold tier. If astrology is something that you're into, we will go deeper into this, okay? I know it's not everybody's thing, right? What was it? Was it the Mercury reading? Mercury and Taurus. I did an all signs on silver tier. If all gives me the okay, because All is the one that paid for it, you guys. So if All gives permission, I will transfer that reading to bronze tier and make it available. All right. But yeah, so I made an affordable tier, right? The $5 hauler. I think it's a $4.99, and I literally named it the $5 hauler, right? Yeah, so we're going to talk about this, all right? So what I was getting right was the tree of life, okay? It is, it's an Enneagram, okay? And we all have one in our human design. A birth chart is an Enneagram. So the tree of life is a diagram of God. In esoteric traditions, the tree of life is viewed as a diagram representing the descent of divine energy from its source, the crown, Kether, to the material world, Malkuth. Okay, the Malkuth, the material world, that is Saturn, okay? Kether would be considered the sun, right? And these two forces are opposing. The sun is always opposing Saturn, okay? It is spirit versus the material, okay? The ones that want you to focus your attention outward so that you can help create the reality that they want, okay? The inverse matrix versus that of the inner world, okay? The universe, where the soul and the divine reside, okay? When they are talking about the tree of life, the carriage, okay, the in tarot. All right. Also, I have a card. It is the spinal column, okay? It is talking about, right, the descent when Jesus goes to die on the so-called cross. It's an alchemical process that happens within, okay? The pineal gland, okay, secretes an oil, all right, once a month. And you can catch that on your moon cycle for 3 days out of the month. The moon will be in your sun sign, okay? And it will go down, okay? It will so-called die and travel down the spinal column, okay, into the root chakra, the base chakra, okay? And on the third day, it will rise back up and recharge itself in the heart chakra and move back up into the pineal gland, okay? It gives life, all right? It gives life back, okay? But also with that, you have to refrain from releasing your sexual energy on those 3 days, okay? Any harsh chemicals or substances will cause that oil to die, all right? The tree of life is the spine. So, used in fire ceremonies from the 17 pair of ribs of horses, which they had 18 the fore and 30 ribs of the swift charger. Kin to the gods, the slayers, hatchet pierces, cut you with skill, so that the parts be made flawless. And this is spirit, okay? This is the fire purifying, okay, what is in the body, okay? There's always a spirit in the ego, okay? So, all right, so, yeah, Saturn is at 29 degrees Pisces, okay? It will move into Aries on the 24th, I do believe. So, know when to hold them, all right? But push boundaries and limits. Saturn represents our limitations, limits imposed, okay, by the material world, okay? When we feed we worry more about the material aspects instead of feeding one's soul, okay? Yeah, so you could be, right, a tower is coming, major change and upheaval, okay? When I went to the store today, my total was 1616. The reality split, yeah. It's a bittersweet symphony, okay? We're going to look that song up, all right? Yeah. watching an asshole get flushed. All right, these energies are getting flushed, okay? But you do have to stand your ground. It's an opposition, okay? If you don't stand for what you believe in, okay? This is the test. It is an opposition for a reason. Are you going to push the boundaries, okay, and go after what it is you really want? Or are you going to get distracted by whatever these things are, okay? The tower, 1616, that's double scorpionic, double tower energy, okay? If things are falling apart for you, okay, especially, okay, if you... We are here to create change, okay? And sometimes our ego self gets overly attached to situations, okay? And when things fall apart, we want to feel like we're conditioned, you know, right? When your parents, think about when your parents got into it when you were little. Oh, was it something I did? No, it is nothing you did, okay? But it's everything for what your energy stands for. All right. I always say my life is best described as a Mario video game, okay? You drop down the frickin' tubes, the damn sewage system sometimes, all right? And you're in a whole nother world unbeknownst to you, okay? So, yeah, I mean, life is a game. This is a simulation, right? I'm also hearing assimilate. Okay, these energies want us to fall back in line, and that's not what we're here to do. All right, so if things are falling apart, okay, relationships, friendships, jobs, anything, know that Spirit has a plan. Your higher self has a plan for you. It is just your ego self standing in the way, and also the opposition of these energies. All right, let's push back. Yeah, a pain in the neck. All right, something is a pain in the neck, or you could literally be having pains in your neck. All right, yeah, the asshole flushed down the drain. The Sag reading that I did from the all signs, okay, that will go with this. All right, don't back down from the ops. What does this say? In parentheses, the Karens. The whole collective of who I work for today, okay, this whole collective period, okay, if you're part of my soul tribe, you are dealing with this Karen energy, all right? The people you meet now, I think this is going to forever be a reading that we will forever be linked to, referenced to, meet now, okay? And some of you guys, here's the twist on this, the people you meet now, okay, are fated encounters, but some of you guys, right, it isn't the people you meet now, it is the people that are meeting you. Okay, so the lesson learned, the recent one that I did in transition, change, fate, endings, and spiritual transformation. Saturn being at 29 degrees of Pisces. Pisces is the jump off of the ledge of consciousness. It is the hangman, okay? It is the jump off before you hit oneness, right? Before you shift into God consciousness, okay? When you stop seeing only the self and you realize that you are a microcosm in the macrocosm of things, okay? Yep. All right, so yeah. Did I get it all? Okay, so let's look up this song. Something is going to be bittersweet. You could be seeing 9/11, 9/99, 10/10, 11/11. Okay. Let's see here. There's my tablet. All right, let me... So, yeah. 2025 is also a year of Mars, okay? It is year number 9, all right? Yeah, the fiery planet Mars, known for its dynamic nature and proximity to the sun. Okay, so this is about your passions, okay, what you're willing to stand up for, transformation and courage, right? The courage to, right, to smile in the face of adversity, okay, to be the change and create the change that you want to see, right? Let's see, yeah, Saturn 29 degrees Pisces, 43 minutes, 26 seconds. Okay, and here's the kicker, Neptune, 1 degree Aries, 39 minutes, 10 seconds, okay? As Saturn shifts into Aries, okay, Neptune is also there, okay? Let's see, let me find this, Venus, 15 degrees Pisces, right, 21 minutes. All these planets are going to be going into Aries, okay? Right, Venus likes Pisces, okay? It likes the freedom of Pisces, the dreaming of Pisces, all right? Jupiter and Gemini, right, the expansion of our thought forms, all right? This is what we are fighting, right? Those old systems want to keep us in that limited belief system. All right, as all these energies go into Aries, all right, it's like the torch is being passed, all right? What they want us to do is refocus, right? Refocus, and that's just, it's a little too late for that, right? I'm hearing, it's a little too late to do the right thing now. Let's see. Mercury is 20 degrees Aries, all right? All these things are in Aries. So, like I said, heated conversations, the ops, okay, they're going to try to also trigger you, okay? They're hungry as well. Where was I going? Okay. Yeah, this is going to be bittersweet, okay? They want you to redirect your energy because, like I said, the torch is about to change hands. All right, the limits or the oppression or the appearance that what you were doing wasn't getting you anywhere. It's like swimming against the current. That was the illusion of Neptune. Okay, it's really all a test to see if you are going to keep going regardless. Okay, the universe always comes through and tests you, right? The instant gratification. Are you willing to keep fighting for your dream? Neptune, dream, right? Okay, a lot of you guys, the Spirit is about to hand deliver, I'm hearing, what it is that you've been working for, all right? A lot of you guys, once this is handed to you, you're going to have to figure out a way to balance all of these things, the juggling, right? They're showing me a clown juggling. All these people that are going to be falling away, right? I'm hearing they either get in line with you at where you're at, okay, your resonance and your growth, or they're going to fall away. So if people just drop off the face of the planet, it's because they're not in resonance with you, okay? They're either going to meet you up I'm hearing on the pedestal that Spirit has placed you, right? Because most of us are here to guide others, okay? The ones that are trying to make this quantum leap. Or they will fall away and they will get sucked in. They will stay either in that old system or they will get sucked back in it. There's no in between. There's no, I'm hearing ghosts riding the whip, okay? So, because it's a bittersweet symphony, that's life. Trying to make ends meet, you're a slave to money, then you die, period. And that is, right, very Saturnian, okay? The material. I'll take you down the only road I've ever been down. You know, the one that takes you to the places where all the veins meet, yeah. So, the veins, that's given me also Earth's ley line chakras, okay? Yeah, the veins. Okay, this is also giving me, let me get this tree of life depiction for you guys. Right. Beautiful, right? All roads do lead back to the one, okay? But we're no longer being distracted to where, or what it is, the path that we're going, right? All right. No change, I can change. But I'm here in my mold. I am here in my mold. And whatever change that is coming towards you, okay, if you are stuck, okay, it is coming in to shake shit up, okay? Yeah, trust the process, okay? It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. I am here in my mode, but I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can't change my mode. No. So, it's giving me Gemini energy, right? The Mercury, okay? And these are all your different aspects, okay? All your different aspects. Well, I've never prayed, but tonight I'm on my knees, yeah. I need to hear some sounds that recognize the pain in me, yeah. So, binaural beats will be of service to you right now, okay? Yeah. I'm hearing the God frequency. I'm also hearing 432 hertz. So the pain, right? The pain in the neck. I let the melody shine. Let it cleanse my mind. I feel free now. And the thoughts, right? Okay. The wanting you to redirect your thoughts to create their reality instead of focusing on what it is that you're actually creating. Okay. Please do be aware of that. But the airwaves are clean and there's nobody singing to me now. And right, I'm seeing this as the bumping of the gums, the Karens, right? Okay, being able to shut this shit down and stopping it in its tracks. Yeah, so, yeah. The stars, right? We look up at the stars. Okay, but those stars are, there's as many stars in the universe or in our galaxy as there are neurons in the brain. Okay, if you would like a physical representation of that, I always suggest going to watch the music video by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, All of the Stars, and at the very end, okay, that video gets me every time. So there's that. Watch out for this Karen energy. Alright? And if you have to oppose this energy, oppose it. Okay? We don't fear consequences. We are here to create new pathways and change. Your soul signed up for this. Especially if you are drawn to my channel. Okay, you have heavy Pluto. You do not have to be a Scorpio. But your Pluto placement is very prominent. Okay, your Mars and your Pluto. Some of you guys may have Pluto on the galactic center, okay? Pluto is in retrograde in Aquarius, okay? My Pluto in my birth chart sets at 0 degrees Scorpio, okay? Retrograde. Okay, this is all this generational karma that has been put on our shoulders, okay? The pain in the neck, right? And we've had to come clean up shop. So, the retrograde, these are old issues, anything that hasn't been dealt with thus far, these are old issues or repetitive patternings of yours that are being addressed now, okay? Or, like I said, the people you meet now are fated encounters. Alright, the people that meet you now are fated encounters. Do you like how that just switched? It's reversed now. The Pluto retrograde, it's reversed now. So, depending on where they're setting with selves, all right, is depending on, you know, what they get, basically. Also, the repost of the Scorpio reading that I did, I can't remember, there's a fly there, right? I posted it on the community board. It has a snake, and I don't think, oh, Jacob's ladder. Climbing, you have reached the top of Jacob's ladder, right? Jacob's ladder. All right, There are truths in that man-made Bible. It's just been distorted to suit the needs of power and control, toxic patriarchy, and belief of things outside of self. Jacob's ladder is the spine. Vesta. Named after the Roman virgin goddess Vesta, the bright asteroid represents sacred feminine energy and carries a light at the end of the tunnel vibe. Okay, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. All right, the light at the end of the tunnel. That's also given me, right, the Christos rising, okay, from the base of the spine. She is like going home on a cold winter's day and sitting by a warm fireplace with your best friends. In your chart, Vesta can show you where you are devoting your energy, where you find your true calling, and the causes you choose to serve in the world. Vesta also supports the birth of children and healing among siblings. So, through this change, okay, if you have not found your purpose yet or your true soul's calling, through this time period, all this opposition that you feel, okay, is going to lead you to your own inner light. Libra, right? Libra is about balancing. Diplomatic, intelligent, and social. Libras are about balance. Represented by the scales and ruled by Venus, they prefer steady relationships that are full of shared experiences. They take their partnerships to the next level of seriousness and expect the exact same in return. When they don't find a partner to offer the balance and mirroring they seek, they must undergo a great deal of self-discovery to understand who they are. They can attract healthier connections in the future. And this is about knowing thyself, finding and stepping into your higher self, who you are at a coal. Somebody's name's Coal. Somebody could be a coal miner at a soul level. You are the microcosm of God, okay? You are a fractal of God. You are the creator God of your own reality, okay? Which is why they want to detour you and defer your attentions. Don't give them your emotions. Don't give them the thoughts. Okay, because right there in itself, there's your water and your air. Okay, don't let them anger you. There's your fire. All right, and don't take physical action. There's your earth on what you don't want to manifest. Okay. Astrea, named after the Greek goddess of justice, right? Justice. The scales are being balanced. Okay, know that. The asteroid represents good judgment and can bring clarity to how you stick to your commitments and make decisions aligned with your values and beliefs. Astrea also brings light through in times of challenge. Where this asteroid appears in your astrology chart emphasizes your ability to stay with your goals and endure difficult moments in your life with hope and faith throughout the process. And right, the instant gratification. Okay, this is what the good judgment, right? The judgment, the Pluto. All right, this is what the last push, right? The last push. That's like giving, it hurts, right? Giving birth hurts. The last push. We're almost there, okay? Somebody could be having a child, right? Somebody could be in labor when viewing this. Yep. This is not about instant gratification. This is about how bad you wanted this, okay? Aries. Aries is the first sign, knowing thyself. The first house is the house of the self. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac and represents the beginning of the astrology wheel, symbolized as a ram, right? Also Mars energy. Aries are action-oriented and ready to go. They are always passionate and excited for new adventure. This feisty, fiery sign connects with the world through a courageous zeal and drive for success. Aries are fiercely independent and can often jump into something before fully ready. This is both a major blessing and a caution for the ambitious sign, as they are here to break boundaries with their trailblazing efforts. You're a trailblazer, like I said, creating new pathways. Aquarius. Here goes that Pluto and Aquarius I was talking about. unique, loving, and independent. An Aquarius will never be easily pinned down. Aquarians love their freedom and can become temperamental if they feel limited. This is about pushing through these limited belief systems. Yeah, symbolized by the water bear, Aquarians are known for their brilliant minds and devotion to humanitarian causes. They are also excellent problem solvers. There are plenty of light bulb moments and flashes of sudden inspiration with this fabulous sign. Okay, and some of you guys, right, you're going to get inspired by whatever this opposition is for you. Okay, it's going to fuel your fire to create more. Okay, focus on your creations. Okay, focus on your cause. Supermoon. A supermoon is when a full moon or new moon is at its closest point to the Earth in its monthly orbit. When this occurs during a full moon, the moon may appear larger or brighter than usual. A supermoon is a full moon on steroids, brimming with energy to help you fully manifest intentions based on self-discovery. A supermoon is a great time to practice manifestation spells and rituals. And I told you, everything that I said, they're just going along with. So, actually, right, the messages are actually beginning to repeat themselves. So, what did I do with the, okay, there it is. Let me see when the next supermoon is. Listen, focus that Karen energy back onto your creations. You want to know why? Okay. The same Karen-ass energy that was trying to drain you or shift your focus is the same Karen energy that's going to help you manifest your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. Okay, finding your true selves. Okay, bringing you stability. Okay, so say thank you, Karen. Okay. Woo. Supermoon. October 6th, 2025. Libra season. Okay. This is when things are going to be balanced out. All right. Okay. 3 full moons, super moons. October 6th, the harvest moon. November, all right. Scorpio energy, the beaver moon, right? Building dams, right? We're breaking down these dams, okay? And December 4th, the cold moon, Sagittarius. So Libra, Scorpio, and Sag. Libra, Estrella. Scorpio, okay, the transformation, the Antares, the brightest star in Scorpio, right? And Sagittarius, Orion, those are portals, okay? So let me get, we're going to close this out with a message from the guides. All right. I'm here and have your cake and eat it too. You deserve it. Raw. Share your gift. Oshun. Sweet success. Trust yourselves. Everything that you need to know. Okay. The answers are always within. Okay. They really are. I'm here to clarify or get you to tap into your own personal intuition. Okay. Hathor soul family. Avalon Priestess Intuitive Awakening, baby. I'm here to help you, okay, recognize the God particle within self, okay. I'm also here to trigger, okay, and also help you to also see your shadow, okay. I'm here to help you identify where that shadow is, okay, so that you can begin healing, okay. I'm here to enlighten and heal you and awaken you, okay. Mary Magdalene, Sacred Marriage, the Christos, right? The feminine energy that was left out of that patriarchal Bible, if you will, okay? Nematona, a safe space. So we're going to read the safe space and Mary Magdalene. They will need you before you need them, know that. The same ones, okay, the same of you guys that they called misfits, rebels, crazy, you know, are the same ones. The meek shall inherit the earth, are the same ones that when this shift happens, okay, and they want to start jumping ship on their dying end of the earth, okay, we're going to be the same ones that they seek salvation with, okay, know that. Listen, you guys, I know I trigger, okay? And good, right? Good. It's awakening something, okay, isn't it? I always say all perspectives, right, are welcome, okay? But just like this, the spine, right? The backbone, right? If you are going to put your perspective or drop your 2 cents, okay, make sure you have that backbone to stand by it, okay? Or don't come at me at all. Because I will challenge your beliefs. When I started this journey, okay, all the opposing energies, right, trying to keep me stuck, okay, the limited belief systems, okay, the programming that I inherited, as well as was conditioned, okay. When I started hitting another wave of awakening, it wanted so bad to keep me out of my purpose, okay. At one point I burned my tarot cards. And shout out to Tange. My friend Tangela shook me, okay? She was like, that is your gift. All right. She was like, don't do that. And I had never seen Tangela cry, and she cried at the thought of me not being in my purpose. So shout out to Tangela, okay? Shout out to Tangela. Yep. And yeah, we're going to leave that there, okay? I've always had this gift, okay? But that one final push that I was talking about, giving birth to a new reality, okay? It really didn't, the energy did not want me to step into my purpose, and it's the same with you, okay? Did not want me to step into my purpose, okay? Where is this in at, you guys? Gonna eventually find it. All right. Create a refuge for your spirit. Protect your boundaries. And this is what I was talking about. Nematona, pronounced Nematona, Lady of the Sacred Grove, was worshipped by the Nemites in Germanic Celtic people of the 1st century BCE. Her name derives from the Celtic words nemato, meaning sacred. What does this say? I can't see that. Sanctuary, basically. This magical feminine guide watches over the sacred groves that are central to Druidic spiritual practices. To the Celts, a nemator was a holy, wooded enclosure where Druid rites took place. In modern Druidry, nematon also means a personal boundary or inner safe space. Goddess Nematona cultivates the spirit of home and sanctuary, both in our surroundings and deep within us. Places where hawthorn bushes and ash and oak trees grow together are especially sacred to her. Become quiet and listen for Nematona. She is leading you to her sacred grove. I'm bringing you safe and sacred space, she says softly. Your scattered and uprooted energies want a place to call home, both within and without. Do your best to make your dwelling a haven for the soul, no matter how small or temporary your living space may be. If your home hasn't felt secure, call on me to help. Your aura, which is your psychic safe space, can be sensitive to everything to which it's exposed. When it gets overloaded with the weight of the world, retreat to your sanctuary, meditate, and ask every energy that's encroaching upon you to gently leave. Protect your boundaries without guilt. There's no guilt in protecting your boundaries. It is a time to find emotional safe space with a therapist or a healer. A secure container for processing your feelings may be just what you need. I may soon lead you to powerful sacred sites where ancient trees, stone circles, or outside temples provide a changing encounter with the divine. And there is a need, okay, to kick them shoes off. Root yourself in Mother Gaia. Okay, we do not leave here. I don't know who needs to hear that. Until the time comes. We're not going to aboard spaceships, okay, with aliens or whatever else. What do they call that? I can't think right now, you guys. But in the Bible, right, where the souls they mass leave. That's what's happening now. If anybody exits out of your life in that way, okay, it's because either A, they fulfilled their purpose, or B, okay, it's we awaken through trauma, so it's going to hurt you bad enough where you start awakening, okay? The exodus, it's like an exodus, okay, of the souls. Yeah, Mary Magdalene, okay? And we are here to usher in, okay, the new energy, anchor it in through our soul star, and ground it through the grid of Mother Gaia. We are here not as just the self or a collective. We are also here. Gaia is a living entity of her own. Actually, if you think about it, we are parasitic to her. Okay. Mary Magdalene, sacred marriage. You are your own twin flame. Spiritual wholeness leads to new experiences of intimacy and love. Mary Magdalene was the author of a gospel and chief apostle of the disciples. She has roots in Gnosticism, right? And Mary Magdalene was the only one to recognize Jesus, okay? That's because it was an alchemical process, the sacred marriage happening within her. Okay, also in her outer reality, Jesus was a walk-in spirit. She knew him by energy. There goes that transformation, right? I love it. All right, where were we at? Yeah, she has roots in Gnosticism, where she is worshipped as an aspect of the Holy Sophia. Her Ankh pendant signifies her role as a priestess of the Egyptian goddess Isis. right? And they're the same energy, different incarnations, different names. Mary holds the Shekinah flame, the feminine aspect of God. She presides over the twin flame union, a self-knowledge journey that brings higher consciousness to partnerships. Many of you guys will be going into union with your divine counterpart. All right, it's an alchemical process that not only happens within on an energetic plane, a spiritual plane, but also in the 3D. Okay, the 3D, when you come together, fully activates this. The female aspect is the spirit, and the male aspect is the earth, the ground. Okay, and when you bring those two energies together, it's a bridge to God consciousness. All right, the Temple of Magdalene is a space for deep spiritual and sexual healing. Your soul has an ancient connection to this temple, and memories of the twin flame union are now being stirred. As you awaken the holiest feminine and masculine energies inside your heart, you'll be working deeply on yourself and awakening to your soul's light. Many of you, this is what you and your counterpart have been doing, okay? This process can span many years. Your healing journey is about becoming whole. All your life, you've been preparing to create a relationship that reflects that inner wholeness. A relationship that reflects that inner, we already said that. It's not a partnership based on image-driven ideals or perfection, nor is it based on patching up each other's wounds. It's a conscious relationship in which both people take responsibility for their own lives and soul's growth. Mary says, before you can experience sacred marriage with another, you need to come home to your own inner twin flames. She gives you a red rose, her symbol of the beloved, to signify that you're choosing the sacred marriage inside yourself first. In perfect timing, you'll merge with a partner who reflects your own completeness. Trust that your heart knows what it's doing to build a synergetic experience of true love that leads the world to higher consciousness. You're a powerful spiritual teacher with a mission to bring the Shekinah, feminine force of divinity to humanity. Clear the vibrational imprint of past lovers through energy work. Many of you guys, this is what you guys have been doing. Work on your relationship in couples therapy. Incorporate sacral ritual into your love life. Invocation. I am whole and complete. I am ready to create a sacred experience of intimacy. Words, right? So let's take a look at this chat. Listen, it's 6:03, right? Add them all together, that's a 9. 3, 6, 9. Creation, beautiful. And 18, right? That's a 9. I did say 999. Some of you guys may be getting into numerology. Permission granted. Awe says, welcome to all the people watching. You don't have to chat, share unless you want to, but here's a warm hello either way. I promise we don't bite. Dawn, are you aware that before my gifts came back that I had to get my spinal cord cut from being tethered to my sacral spine? Yes. I was literally writing about that last night during my journaling. The Verve, Bittersweet Symphony. That song makes sense on a few levels here. Wow. Yes, it did to me too, Awe. Please leave Dawn a little love on that like when you see this. Yes, it's greatly appreciated. Awe has so kindly put the links to the videos that I mentioned. Fallen Tower. Ooh, yep. No thank you, Karens. All the stars. Aw, that's very sweet. Aw, I'll put even the video that I was talking about. Did you hear that motorcycle just now? Yes. Jacob's Ladder. It's funny, earlier when you said colt, I thought of young horse learning to run free. You know what? It made me think of just now then, right? The swift charger, right? The horse's ribs. Yeah, somebody here is going through a kundalini. Or will. Yeah. Also, what was I was watching a video earlier. The Deftones. I can't remember what video it was, but it has a horse galloping all through it. Those Karens have boundless energy. They do. It's because they're feeding off of it. You guys, these energies feed off of your emotions, okay? They're hungry, okay? They're looking for an energy source. I have an ex with that birthday. Either way, thank you so much for being here now or whenever you find it. Yes. Love these cards. It's like she has sun and lightning bugs lighting her cloak. Thank you, Tangela. Yeah, you spelled it exactly right. Aw, hope I spelled it right. Hi, MS. Aw has also put the members link. So good to see you. I've been thinking about you during certain parts of this in a great way. I'm a 9. You're a life path number 9, MS. Love hearing that, Cardinal. Yes. I was just thinking the same thing. Thank you guys for being here. I really wanted to get on here and talk about what's happening here with the astrology. I'm not kidding. Before my feet hit the carpet this morning when I woke up, I knew what it was. I knew it was that fucking Saturn energy at 29 degrees. You know, and Saturn isn't all bad, okay? Because without it, we wouldn't push. It creates boundaries and limitations so that we can push through them. And in doing so, with these boundaries created, okay, if we don't like them, it pushes us to create change. So everything has cycles, okay? It really does. And this is just part of it, okay? Yeah, I do have, I believe it was Mercury and Venus, the all signs that I did on silver tier. And like I said, I'm leaving that completely up to all, whether or not I move it to, if she says to move it to bronze tier, because all is the one that paid for that. Permission granted. So if you feel guided, you know, everybody thank Awe for that reading going to bronze tier. Dawn, are you aware of that? Where did we go? Move it. It's about me, right? It is. I did an all signs of the Mercury. Mercury's still in Aries, but I already did an all signs of Mercury, and when it moves into Taurus, and we did that on silver tier, and I was going to move it to bronze tier to make it more available. Yep. So I'm also I will get an extended on what this energy means, okay? Jupiter and Saturn get along, right? And Jupiter is in Gemini, which is about expansion. So keep giving your heart to your creations. Keep redirecting, right? They're trying the redirection, the old okey doke, the old switcheroo. The old switcheroo reading will go with this one. Also, Cancer is the polar opposite of Capricorn, okay? Also, I said Marsha, and that came through in the all signs Cancer reading. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. You're dealing with a Jan Brady energy, okay? The Jan and the Karen. All right. Right, they don't want you to realize that you're the star of your own show, okay? Yeah, and just remember, at the end of the day, these are characters, okay? But I will get an extended on this reading on, probably, we'll keep it astrology based. Probably, I might do that on silver tier. And we are going to, I'm going to start getting back into some of the rest of the astrology course, putting some on there. But yeah, so thank you guys for being here. I am actually going to, I think, pamper myself for a little bit before I crash out. So I love you guys. Peace, love, and light.